Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks have been defeated by the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-1 in Toronto, and Toronto wins the season series 5-4. Kind of surprising that we've taken 4 games off the Maple Leafs when you think about it, but here's what I liked, here's what I didn't like, and here's one other thing. What I liked, you can point to the one Canucks goal, Tanner Pearson off of a face-off win by Bo Horvat. You can point to the Canucks winning 58% of the faceoffs, and the fact that the Canucks killed off the one power play attempt by Toronto. But really, that's it for positives. Overall, the team, the score, I think, makes the game look a little worse than it was. When it comes to shots on goal, it was pretty close. Toronto at 30, Vancouver at 27. In fact, Vancouver was leading the shot total, the shot total up until the third period, until they had a really slow start to the third period. I actually thought the Canucks maybe controlled the second period. The first period was even, I thought, and then the third period, of course, was all Toronto. So I truly think the effort was there. I simply think they're not talented enough. When you're missing Pettersson and obviously a top line staple, and then Tyler Mott, a third line staple, those are 2 big losses to compensate for. So not a lot of positives, especially when you look at a 5-1 loss. At the same time, I'm not going to fault the individual effort of the team or even the collective effort. I actually thought they played hard. But you can see that the schedule is starting to catch up to them, and you can see that, more importantly, they're simply not talented enough. And COVID notwithstanding, I think these were some of the results that we should have been expecting, especially against a talented team like Toronto that's been playing with a lot of confidence. So, when it comes to individual players that stood out in a good way, like I said, Pearson scored, so he got the only goal. I actually thought that Brandon Sutter was noticeable generally in a good way. I also noticed Pearson and Horvat. I thought Colin was pretty good for a second straight game. Actually, I noticed Zach McEwen. That's the one guy I did notice a lot. He had 2 shots and 1 hit. But I did notice McEwen quite a bit, and that means his line mates, Boyd and VC, always, they want they want to prove something against their former teammates. Now they played them a few times, and they had a bit of jump, but certainly not enough. So overall, there's no one that I'm going to blast. Well, maybe one guy that I'm going to blast overall, but there's also no one that really stood out from a good standpoint, a positive standpoint for the Vancouver Canucks. What I didn't like, well, obviously 5 goals for them on Demko, and then one of them was an empty netter. I still don't blame Demko for that. I think he didn't get a lot of run support. Obviously, the Canucks scoring that 1 goal only. But more importantly, their defense was not good tonight. And, Tyler Myers was a -4. And Myers generally has been pretty good this season. Solid, if not, certainly not spectacular, but solid. But tonight, he was noticeably bad. A lot of turnovers, a lot of bad plays. Edler also -2. He had a horrible giveaway on the second goal. They just not sharp right now. And whether that's the forwards not helping them out enough, or the defense not being skilled enough and not making plays quickly enough or smart plays, it really showed tonight. And I think Tyler Myers, I think Quinn Hughes was -4 a couple games ago, or maybe last game. Tyler Myers was a -4 tonight, so not a great showing from him. The Canucks only had 1 power play. I'm not going to rag on them for going 0 for 1 on the power play, but they got to generate more power play opportunities than just 1 in the game. And they're simply not talented to. When you spread out, when you look at the 12 forwards overall and the 4 lines, but they do have a very talented group that you can assemble on the first power play unit. So you got to get a chance, got to give that unit a chance to produce. And they're only getting 1 power play here, no power plays there, 2 power plays there. You'd like to see that to close to 3, 4, 5 a game, but Toronto played a very disciplined game, as Vancouver did. Right, each team only had 1 minor penalty. So again, what I didn't like the defense. Didn't like Tyler Myers -4, and overall I didn't like the fact that the Canucks didn't really generate a lot of didn't create a lot of penalties, and didn't make Toronto have to take many penalties. So it's kind of one of these weird ones where I was pretty bored in the third period. I think I nodded off once or twice. Maybe I was too excited from staying up so late last night after finishing my final exam. But you can't fault the Canucks' effort overall. I do think that the schedule is catching up to them, and I do think that their lack of talent overall. You have Pettersson missing, and you have Tyler Mott missing. Those are two really important pieces of your team. And PD, we kind of got by without him for the first little bit, but now we can see just how much we are missing his skill set and his offensive production and potential. One other thing, I don't want to get into too much, but I should address the Jake Virtanen situation very quickly. We know that there's been an accusation of sexual misconduct. We know that the team has placed him on leave. We know that the team made that announcement formally this morning, as the news started to break last night. So obviously a sad situation all around. I will reserve comment and judgment really until we learn more, if we do learn more. But for now, needless to say, it's just another black mark on top of a very tough season. A tough season that had the Canucks go through COVID, a tough season that's had some talk about contracts or no contracts for certain players, or especially certain coaching staff. Maybe not the best trade deadline, and a couple other missteps here and there. But really, this is the biggest one. And I was talking to my family, and especially my boys, and I was telling them it's unlike anything that I think that the Canucks have had to face in that realm, thank goodness, up until now. So very fascinated to see how it shakes out from here, but it's not a good situation, and it just kind of just put me in a weird funk for the entire day, to be honest with you. I wasn't motivated to vlog this morning. I'm not apologizing for that, nor am I begging you to beg me to explain where I was this morning. Maybe you enjoyed the break, but I think overall I just put a weird feeling. Fortunately, I was in such a good mood last night after my exam, and then woke up kind of feeling a bit meh. But got to bowl, got to hang out with the family today, and I'll be fine. So I want to make sure that I'm live streaming tonight, 10 p.m. for my regular post-game live stream. So make sure you join me at 10 p.m. We'll break down this game. We'll talk about the Canucks overall. Don't want to really talk too much about the Jake Virtanen situation, but I'll at least acknowledge it once again tonight, and we will go from there. Shout out to my Hall of Fame members: Jens95, Sim Alexander, Justin Credible, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, and my newest Hall of Fame members, the Shea Family. Appreciate your support as always, and I appreciate the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in the video description. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or any of my videos, or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Let me know what you think. What do you think about this game? Leave a comment below. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you didn't like, and tell me one other thing, whether it's the Jake Virtanen situation or something else you want to talk about. Leave a comment below. I'll do my best to read, react, and reply. In the meantime, subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, enjoy your night, and hope you join me at 10 p.m. tonight on YouTube for my post-game live stream. God bless, and go Canucks go.